All right, so Ascendancies. We have a little bit more information about how the Ascendancies work as well. The first important thing is that you cannot switch between Ascendancies, right? So yeah, you can respect the nodes inside the Ascendancy and pick up other ones, but you cannot switch between Ascendancies like you can do in PoE 1. I don't know if this is gonna be a permanent decision, but I do feel like that maybe they also saw how it works. In Last Epoch, for example, that you cannot change your mastery. It's a permanent choice for your character, and maybe they feel like this is good for PoE 2 as well. Um, I do like it personally. I do like it. I've said that it can be a little bit punishing, especially for newer players if they pick an ascendancy that they're not happy with, then it's not fitting their playstyle or what they want to do with the character. I'm not sure how it's gonna work in PoE 2 because it's a slower game when it comes to leveling up, going through the campaign, and reaching the end game. Like in Last Epoch, I'm completely fine with it because getting a new character and leveling him up going through the campaign is just a very fast process, and you have a lot more tools from your previous characters like the legendary items, stuff like that. But in PoE 2 we're gonna have to see how that's gonna work out. We cannot use meta gems on the ascendancy skills. There are some ascendancy nodes that grant you skills. I've talked about this a little bit yesterday. So whatever grants you extra skills, either be it unique items, the weapons, the shields, or an ascendancy node. Basically, it's coming on your skill, on your skill gems selection on the page there, but you cannot move them. They're basically kind of locked in place. You can add support gems, and from what it says here that the ascendant skills are separate, and they gain levels and gem sockets based on your character. Like, so while you're getting more levels on your character, you will be getting more gem sockets for more support gems and stuff like that on your ascendant skill that you're getting. So that's pretty damn good. What else do we have that we can talk here? Yeah. I don't think we have anything else. We have the stages. I mean, that's nothing. For the Sekena Mass trial, basically the Sanctum, it's 2 points for each floor if you complete it, and for the Trial of Chaos, the Ultimatum one, is gonna be every 3 stages, and on the 10th that you're getting your ascendancy points. So basically, you need to do it 3 times before you reach the end game. The last stage of each trial only comes from the end game from mapping, basically. That just like Uber Lab is right now for PoE 1, right? So yeah. Okay, so of course we have Warrior, Titan, and Warbringer are the 2 ascendants we're getting. We have the Sork, Stormweaver, and Chronomancer. Witch is getting the Infernalist and the Blood Mage. Ranger is getting Deadeye and Pathfinder. Mercenary is getting the Witch Hunter and the Gemlin Legionnaire. And the Monk is getting the Invoker and the Acolyte of Chagula. Now, out of all the Ascendancies, honestly, the only one that is very, very similar to PoE 1 is the Deadeye. Everything else is extremely different, right? Okay, let's start with the Warrior ones. The Titan Ascendancy, we have Earthbreaker, and this is a 20% chance for slam skills. You use yourself to cause aftershocks. That's gonna be an interesting one, and see if you can do some cool things with the aftershocks. I think it's gonna be a pretty strong one. Ancestral Empowerment, every second slam skill you use yourself is ancestrally boosted. So basically something like the exertion that we are getting from the war cries in PoE 1 right now, or maybe the Fist of War and stuff like that. So yeah, ancestral boosted probably means just more damage and maybe even more AoE. Every second is actually pretty damn good for getting this boost, based on how the combat works and how the bosses work in PoE 2. I think it's gonna be pretty damn nice. Crash and impact, your hits are crushing blows. I don't think we have information about that yet. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Surprising strength, 40% more damage against heavy stunned enemies. Warrior actually has some combos and some skills that can stun enemies. So yeah, this would be a nice boost. You can stun bosses. So yeah, it's gonna be a nice boost to your single target as well. Mysterious Lineage is just 20% more maximum life. This is kinda nuts, by the way. In a world that we don't have any increased percent life on the passive tree, this is actually kinda nuts. 20% more. I don't know. This is gonna be really cool. We have Stone Skin, armor from equipped body armor is just doubled. So basically the Juggernaut Ascendancy that we have right now in PoE 1, and Colossal Capacity equipped chest, which has 20 inventory slots. I don't know why that's there. It feels to me a little bit out of place. Kind of fits with the lore, but I don't know. It just feels weird. We'll see. I don't know if there's gonna be an actual reason for you to take something like that, but maybe we'll see. Maybe some weird end game strat that requires you to use a lot of portals to take out the loot. I don't know, dude. Like, it just feels weird. We're gonna have to find out. And we have the Wordbringer Ascendancy. Answer the call, grant skills ancestral spirits, trigger ancestral spirits when you summon a totem. So this is the war chief stuff that we are getting for the warrior. War callers bellow. Corpses in your presence explode when you war cry, dealing 25% of their life as physical damage. So extra clear, very very good. Great Wolf's Howl, ignore Warcry cooldowns. This is interesting. This feels kinda nuts. We don't know the Warcries. We're gonna check out the skill gems. I don't know if we have a lot of information about the Warcries yet, but yeah, this seems kinda nuts. We're gonna have to find out, of course, but like, if you consider the fact that you probably want lower cooldown on your Warcries and you probably spend some passive points for it as well. So yeah. Is it blind time? Oh yeah. Going through the Ascendancies, the new teaser that they dropped today kinda hyped me up a lot with the ball lighting and the Archmage. So yeah, I'm going through the Ascendancies and I'm trying to make some plans afterwards for a league starter. I am honestly thinking about something with Archmage. I wanna see what kind of support we can get for it, and yeah, if I see some decent support, probably gonna be some kind of Sork with Archmage to start with. We're gonna play a whole bunch of things though, just like we usually do. Jade Heritage, grant skill encased in Jade and gain a stack of Jade every second. So basically this is like an ability that you hold down your button, whatever button you have for the ability, and you cannot do anything. It's like channeling and you can tank a whole bunch of things. It's a defensive, it's a guard skill somewhat, right? So yeah, pretty damn insane. I think this is why I don't think I've talked about this on stream yet, but yeah. So for a league starter, right, there are a few things that we are looking for a league starter right now. One of the things is getting a class that can actually do the trials without having a lot of issues, right? So doing the trials so you can actually ascend. CDMS paint build time. Oh, there are a few of them in the Reddit already. Yeah. There are plenty of it already. What do we have here? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Timestamp. Yep. Reduce cooldown support, Herald of Us, Wave of Force, Fragility, faster attacks, cold pen, cost trade effect, mana leads. Yes, you. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, I've seen quite a few already on Reddit these days. So yeah, with the league started, right? We need a build that can actually do the trials and not have a lot of issues with it, so you can actually ascend. And because of how the end game is gonna work, you do need a character that is able to do some bosses. You don't need with your first character to do all the bosses on the end game. I don't think that's a prerequisite by any means. It's still PoE. You can level up another character and have a bosser afterwards. That's probably what I'm planning to do. Get a nice mapping character first, and then but just have the ability of doing bosses, right? So yeah. Yeah, the okay, let me get through the Sork Ascendancies, and we're gonna talk about Archmage again. I talked about a little bit on the start of the stream, but yeah, it gets me super hyped right now myself, and yeah, we're definitely gonna talk about it more. So the Stormweaver Ascendancy. Tempest Caller grants skills Elemental Storm, trigger Elemental Storm on critical hit with spells. I don't think we have information about this. I don't think they released any information about Elemental Storm. I know that it was mentioned on the live stream, right? The GG live stream, but I don't think we got any information about it. We're gonna have to find out. Yes, the Asana skills can be supported. They also gain more levels and more sockets while your character is leveling up. So it's basically kind of an automatic thing that's happening. You don't need to do anything special for them. And you cannot use them on meta gems as well. So yeah, we definitely don't know the numbers yet for most of them, or all of them. Strike twice, targets can be affected by 2 of your shocks at the same time, 50% less shock duration. We're gonna have to find out how good that can be. It definitely will have some applications with the how the elements work in PoE 2 now. And Saber of Storms, all damage from hits contributes to shock chance. Now, because we have the Elementalist already in PoE 1, right? This kind of makes me think that we might get, Saber of cold, whatever it's gonna be called, right? And for fire as well. So basically, Stormweaver is probably gonna be somewhat similar to the Elementalist of PoE 1 right now for Witch. And that means that with an Archmage build, you can actually get all your all damage to also cause chill. If we go for like ball lighting, which is most likely the best candidate for a build like that, you're gonna be getting shocks anyway. Ball lighting has 750% chance to shock, so that means that you can do chills as well. Chill is very nice to add to your build, especially for a spellcaster. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Chronomaster is very interesting, but I feel like it's not gonna be amazing for an Archmage build, in my opinion. But yeah, the fact that you are getting so many skills, right? Keep in mind that the new Archmage and how it works is just a permanent buff that affects everything. Not just it's not a support skill anymore. it's just a permanent buff. You reserve 100 spirit, and it makes all of your skills cost a percentage of your mana as extra mana cost, which means that as a Chrono Master, you have temporal rift, you have time freeze, you have time snap, and all of those, they're gonna be extremely expensive to cast with the Archmage buff. So yeah, don't get me wrong, freezing time and stuff like that, we definitely gonna make a Chrono Master character at some point. I think this is just a fantastic thing to have in the game, and I definitely wanna play with it, right? But yeah, so where is the path of exile? There we go. So yeah, there we go. This is the information that we got from the teaser, right, with the ball line. And the Archmage, as I said, it's just a buff. So basically, you just put it on your skill gems, and yeah, it's a separate thing. It's not support gem anymore. Reservation, 100 spirit, and you're gaining 5% of your damage as line damage. Flat line damage, I'm guessing here. It's not 100% clear, but yeah, that's how it works. And for each 100 maximum mana you have, and your spell costs 5.3% of your maximum mana additionally. So yeah, that is going to be very, very interesting for sure. And the thing is, because of how Archmage works, and you're getting the flat damage for all your spells right now with the Elemental Storm, right? If the Elemental Storm is a nice skill, you will be getting the Archmage buff, the Archmage damage for it as well. So you already have something that combos with your ball lining. It's gonna be a crit build, so you can trigger that on a crit hit with spells. And we have this insane new support, which I already love it. It might already be my favorite support gem in the game already. The Wild Shards. Look at that when it procs. Look at that thing. It looks so good. Holy shit, man. Look at that thing. Oh my god. I'm already loving it. So yeah, this is support gem. 20% chance to fire 8 additional projectiles on a circle. It can only support spell skills. So yeah. Hey Ultra. Yep. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, I already love this. I already love this. The thing is, if you don't need I don't think you want Unleash and Wild Shards together. I'm guessing that you're gonna have Wild Shards for clear, and for bossing, you're gonna be replacing it, Alhizi. Like, I don't think Wild Shards is gonna be really good in a build like that, right? For bossing. Because the ball line and how it works, I don't think that's gonna be changed in PoE 2. Like, even if you have 2 different ball lines, they can only be hit by one, if I'm not mistaken. Like, you don't get overlap on the hits. So yeah, it's amazing for clear though. Yeah, that could be an option. Although ball lining is already a decent decent bossing skill, because it has nice uptime as well. Like, that's always a very nice thing for bossing. But yeah, like, if Arc is gonna come into the game, we don't know that, right? If Arc is gonna be a better bossing skill, we might use ball line with Wild Shards for clear, and your single target might be Arc, right? So yeah. Yeah, Arc is in, I do know. Yeah, Arc is in, yeah. Cluster grenades is just insane, man. I already think cluster grenades is gonna be the most busted skill that we have in PoE 2. I already think that about cluster grenades. The moment I saw cluster grenades, I was blown out of my mind, honestly. The one reason that I want to play Mercenary at some point is because I want to play cluster grenades before they nerf in the ground. Maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe you're right. I don't think they're gonna do extreme nerfs very fast though. I don't think so. I think they're gonna allow people to enjoy even the best things for a couple of weeks before they do crazy things. Um, yeah, I know that he said that, but because of how vast the early access is gonna be, like we're getting so many different monsters stuff like that. I have a feeling that they're gonna focus a little bit more on the first couple of weeks when it comes to patch notes. On tweaking some monsters stuff like that instead of balancing the characters. So yeah, I don't know. We're gonna find out. That's my guess here, and based on what I've seen GG over the years do. So yeah, we're gonna find out. Yeah, he has said that, but again, it's a tough thing to say. Again, they might just tweak the numbers a little bit on a couple of skills if they're very strong and not nerfing the ground, which I think it's very welcoming. Honestly, I don't mind them doing that ever. So yeah, and I mean, we're gonna have Sigil of Power. I wanna see if Arcane Cloak is in on the skill gems that we have right now on the list. I don't think it's gonna be in though. I don't think they're releasing guard skills in general. They kind of scrap them. Like we're not getting Molten Cell. We already know that for many years now. That we're not getting Molten Cell. So yeah, I don't think Arcane Cloak is gonna come. Maybe some different kind of form, right? And not as a guard skill. So we're gonna have to find out. Maybe just an offensive buff. From what I've seen on Sigil of Power, they also removed the less damage taken that we have right now in PoE 1. It has an incredible more spell damage per stage multiplier. 14%, you can get 4 stages. So yeah, this is pretty insane. 56% more spell damage at 4 stages. 4 stages is kind of nuts. And yeah, you also have 100% uptime on this. Like it has 10-second cooldown and 11.9 seconds, basically 12-second duration. So yeah, a lot of things are happening. And one other thing that I want to see now, this is what I was talking about earlier. Like the Sigil of Power is coming from the staff, like the staff grants you this skill. So I'm not sure if you can combine things, but yesterday we also had this puppy over here coming up, right? So discipline, right? You're getting the percent of your mana as maximum ES. So that is definitely something that you can do and combine in an Archmage build. It might be even stronger than Sigil of Power, or like you can have a defensive and an offensive setup on your weapon swap, right? One of the weapons giving you Sigil of Power as offensive because it's offensive now, and one of your weapons giving you Discipline as defensive. So yeah, we're gonna have to see what we can cook with that, but definitely very interesting. That I very much like. All right. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, for a long time, Alhizi, people were coming on stream and they were asking me, like, is PoE 2 gonna be less complicated? Is gonna be easier for a new player? And my answer straight up was no. Like, I don't think they're making an easier game. I don't think they're making a less complicated game. They don't have any intention of doing that. They never had this intention. PoE is still PoE. It's very, very, it's very, very difficult. It is a little bit easier to approach for PoE 2, but also the difficulty level is a lot higher. Like when you're doing the first few acts, the difficulty level is a lot higher, and we have, you cannot portal out of fights, you cannot do stuff like that. So yeah, it is a different play style overall. So yeah. Alright, let's check out the other Ascendancies. Infernalist Ascendancy. Pyromantic Pact. Maximum mana is replaced by maximum Infernal Flame. Gain Infernal Flame instead of spending mana for skill cost. Wait, what? Gain. Okay. Take maximum life, energy, shield, as fire damage when Infernal Flame reaches maximum. Lose all Infernal Flame on reaching maximum Infernal Flame. 10% of Infernal Flame lost per second if none was gained in the past 2 seconds. Oh damn, that's actually very interesting how it works. So like while you're spending your mana, you're gaining those Infernal Flame stacks, whatever it's gonna be called. And wow. Yeah. There are a lot of cool interactions with how this Infernal Flame works actually. God damn. That's pretty cool. I also absolutely love how it looks. The your mana bar becoming this kind of orange and red that they showcased on the live stream. Oh my god, it looks absolutely fantastic. And we have Bringer of Flame. While not on low Infernal Flame, all damage from you and your minions contributes to Ignite, Chance, and Magnitude. So this kind of spells out. Oh my god, what's the minion skill? Oh my god, dude. My mind's blank right now. But yeah, like some kind of Ignite. Built with minions. That's seems very interesting. I'm all for it. We have the demonic possession, grand skill, demon form, and the loyal hellhound. Grand skill, summon infernal hound. 20% of damage from hits it's taken from your hellhound's life before you. This is actually something that I absolutely love. By the way, this was. Something I noted when they revealed this Ascendancy on the live stream as well. Like 20% of the damage from hits is basically mitigated, and if the Hellhound is gonna be working like most of the minions work in PoE 2, that means that even if it takes a lot of damage and it dies after like 3 to 5 seconds, it's gonna resurrect once again. So yeah, your mitigation is gonna be there. You just need to play a little bit more safe for a few seconds, and your mitigation is coming back up, right? So yeah, pretty damn good. I really like that. All right, the Blood Mage Ascendancy, Sanguinancy. Grant skill life remnants. Skills gain a base life cost equal to base mana cost. I believe they're gonna cost both life and mana, if I'm not mistaken about this. Something that they neglected to mention on the live stream, Jonathan said it on the interview with Gazi, is that this also makes the minions, the monsters that you are killing, dropping those life orbs, something like we have in last epoch with some of the skills for warlock and leech and stuff like that. And those blood orbs, they actually can make your life go up to twice your maximum. life. So basically temporary extra life for you. So that's gonna be pretty damn insane. I'm really liking this thing. I think that could make an absolute monster of a mapper, by the way. Like play super safe, not play super safe, but like be super safe during mapping. Like I think that's something that it's gonna be very desirable in PoE 2. You cannot die in maps anymore. We don't have this luxury. So yeah, I think that can make you feel a lot more tanky. So yeah, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Definitely a concept that I would like to try at some point. It's on Wits, so yeah, gonna have to see what kind of synergies we can cook into it though. Gore Spike, 1% critical damage bonus per 20 life. So crit multi per life. This is also pretty nuts. And again, because you can increase your life up to twice your maximum, that means that if you have 2000 life, this is gonna get you 100% crit multi. If you go up to 4000 with the blood orbs, that's gonna give you another extra 100% crit multi, which is pretty massive. So yeah, I think this is gonna be really good. Some kind of life strength stacker, maybe. Definitely something that we can do there. 10% of spell damage leads as life. That is also very, very nice. Now, I'm not sure the extra maximum life that you will be getting from the blood orbs, if that stays there and you can leech for that. I don't think so, but we're gonna have to find out how that interaction is gonna work. I think it's just a temporary life that when you take a hit, it's gone and it's gone forever, and you just gain more blood orbs. You gain more temporary life once again, and gain energy shield from equipped body armor as extra maximum life. We usually have the opposite effect in PoE, right? We're getting ES from maximum life. Now we are getting life from ES. Very, very interesting here. Very, very interesting. Especially if we have any unique body armor with a lot of energy shield. Maybe that's something that you can combine to get extra life on it from it. Yeah, I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far on the Blood Mages. I do like this kind of concept that you pay life for your mana on top of your mana cost, and you are getting some different kind of bonuses. And yeah, life stacker, man, life stacker has not really been a thing for the most part in PoE 1. And we had a couple of builds here and there, but not extremely popular, and a little bit memey as well. There were a couple of them that were very strong, but this definitely makes the case for a life stacker, which means that we have a very specific gear choices. It's the thing that I love about those builds, right? Because you're gonna aim for all your gear to have, like for example extra sockets from corruption, so you can socket more life into it. Like it's a whole thing that you can do to boost this kind of ascendancy and build, right? So yeah, definitely loving this concept so far. Deadeye, definitely one of those ascendancies that are probably not gonna be very interesting, but it could be pretty strong. Again, it works very similar to the Deadeye from PoE 1. Endless munitions, skills fire 1 additional projectile, gathering weights, gain tailwind on skill use, and lose all tailwind when hit. This is a little bit more punishing than it should, in my opinion. I'm not a huge fan of that. I would very much prefer having tailwind as stacks, and when you're getting hit, losing some stacks. But losing all of it, I don't know about that. It really gonna depend how the mapping is gonna work out. Like, can you actually do maps that you don't get hit that much? I mean, it's a range character, so you might have this kind of ability. it's gonna depend on the types of monsters that we're gonna be facing, right? So yeah. And you have no accuracy penalty at distance. Um, I'm not sure how's that gonna work out. Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't scream amazing to me, but maybe I'm wrong here. Let's go to the Pathfinder. I already commented a little bit on the Pathfinder from the live stream. To me, it did not feel like an amazing ascendancy. Pathfinder is very, very strong in PoE 1, has almost always been one of the strongest ascendancies. So, yeah. Contagious contamination, the most damaging poison on enemies you kill is spread to other enemies. That's something that we have already. Overwhelming toxicity, double the number of poisons you can inflict on enemies. 30% less poison duration is actually a pretty big negative for the most part. So you definitely need a skill and a build that can stack up a lot of poisons very, very fast, because yeah, you're not gonna have this kind of ramping style of poison build that you usually get with especially with a little bit extra poison duration, and just ramp up, and at some point you have so many poisons on your enemies that they are taking insane amount of damage, and the same for single target as well, right? Now, in PoE 1, poisons have infinite stacking. Like you can stack infinitely on poisons. I think this has been changed in PoE 2. I'm not 100%, but like doubling the number of poisons you can inflict on enemies means that it basically doubles the cap, right? So yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be like up to 100 poisons, something like that. Maybe we can find some other information about it and make it a little bit more clear to us. But yeah, it's again, they're changing how ailments work in PoE 2 a lot, and I'm all for it. I'm not a huge fan of how poison work right now in PoE 1 and how strong it can be in a lot of meta. Run Assault, 30% less movement speed penalty when using skills while moving. This is a very nice quality of life, and definitely gonna make for a very nice mapping feeling, but also for bosses, it's gonna make it a lot easier to, to just cast things, attack, and also move to avoid boss abilities. So yeah, very, very nice. Bleeding Concoction, now we're getting to the things that I don't really like about Pathfinder so far. Grand Skill, Bleeding Concoction, Fulminating Concoction, Grand Skill, Fulminate Concoction. Basically, it's like the concoctions that we have in PoE 1 from what they showcased, at least during the live stream. Basically, you're using your flask charges in order to inflict, to drop flasks, and they inflict, bleeds, and I don't know if that's gonna be poisons or whatever it is from the fulminating thing, but yeah, I am not sure how good they could be. I very much doubt that they're gonna be very good. We're gonna have to find out. Concoctions, okay, poison concoction has been very decent, and it was pretty strong in PoE 1 a few leagues back, but it's been a while since it's not amazing. Very good level and skill, but other than that, not really amazing. And we have a relentless pursuit here, immune to slows. That is actually something that it's very nice. I'm not sure if we're gonna have ailment immune modifiers on our gear and stuff like that in PoE 2. So if we don't, this gains a lot of extra values, right? Also, I should have made this a little bit zoomed in so that you can also see it a little bit more clear. All right. Witch Hunter Ascendancy. This name actually just kind of triggers me. Why the heck is the mercenary hunting witches? I don't know, but sure. Witchbane enemies have maximum concentration equal to 40% of the maximum life. Break enemy concentration on hit equal to 100% of damage dealt. Enemies regain 10% of concentration every second if they haven't lost concentration in the past 5 seconds. I think that's basically the one thing that we saw. Is this the ability that I talked about on the live stream, that it was doing basically like 1/3 of the boss's damage, something like that? This is a little bit of a weird effect. I kind of wanted to see it on game, how it works, but yeah. I have a feeling Witch Hunter is gonna be a very strong bosser. And yeah, we have No Mercy, deal up to 30% more damage. No, this is just more damage to enemies based on their missing concentration. So yeah. We have Cannon Strike. This is the Decimated Strike. This is what it is. I think this is what it is. Yeah, the Decimated Strike. So we don't have the information for this, but I think this is what it's doing the effect. So Decimated Strike has a chance when you first hit an enemy to do instantly up to 30% of their damage, and that counts for bosses. So you can basically do 30% of the boss's hit point with just your first hit, right? So yeah, Witch Hunter probably gonna be an incredible bosser in general from the mercenary, just because of this ability. Now, I'm not a huge fan of this ability personally, because I think it's already there for abuse, right? Because this is a chance. This is not 100%. At least from what they said so far, it has a chance for this to happen. And I think it's only the first time that you are damaging your enemy. So basically, when you go into a boss, if you don't trigger your Decimating Strike, you can go out and go once again, right? So yeah, for some bosses might happen. I don't think it's gonna be possible for endgame bosses though, because I think if you go away from the fight, if you lose the fight, basically it's just gone and you need to do it again. We're gonna have to find out. I'm hopeful that they already thought about abuse cases with something like that, and they're not gonna allow them into the game. We have No Mercy deal up to... Wait, why is this 2 times here? Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's a small note. Maybe it's a small note. Whatever. Obsessive Rituals, Grand Skill, Sorcery Ward, 50% less armor and evasion rate. I can't remember if they revealed Sorcery Ward on the live stream and what it does, but yeah, this was kind of a trade-off from what they said, right? So yeah, gonna have to find out. Zealous Inquisition, 10% chance for enemies to kill. You kill to explode, dealing 100% of their maximum life as physical damage. Chance is double against undead and demons. This is fantastic. This is absolutely insane. So yeah, like I was talking about this being a very strong bosser, but with this you also get incredible clear. And against undead and demons, 20% chance exploding for 100% of the maximum life as fist damage. This seems like a little bit too strong. This seems like a little bit too strong. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. German Legionnaire Ascendancy for the Mercenary, and yeah, we have the Crystalline Potential plus 12% of to quality of all skill gems. That's gonna be extra on the base 20% quality that you can add to any of your skills. Integrated Efficiency grants 3 additional skill slots. We're gonna have to see how much value you can extract out of this, but because of thaumaturgical infusion, this is very important. So you're getting +1 maximum cold resistance per 3 blue support gems, socketed anywhere. 1% maximum fire res per 3 red support gems, and 1% maximum line res per 3 green support gems. So basically, this spells out to me like incredible end game capability. Incredible end game capability. Like you can get maximum resistances. Thank you for that. No worries. Welcome, lads. Thank you very much. We are talking about all the Ascendancies in PoE 2 right now. So yeah, like German Legionnaire feels like it might be a little bit weak early on, right? But once you get your all your skills with quality ready, once you get all your skills for the additional skill slots that you are getting and all the support gems, you can reach 90% maximum resistances. Like you have a lot of high possibilities, right? And a lot of different combos as well that you can integrate into your build with the extra additional skill slots. So yeah, it just feels to me that it's gonna be an ascendancy with extremely high capabilities for late game. With and also adaptive capability, attribute requirements for of gems can be satisfied by your highest attribute. This is also very important in order to actually make this work. So for those that don't know, whenever you are adding an extra support to your skills, right? If you're adding your first blue support gem, it's gonna add 5 intelligence as a requirement. If you add second blue support, it's gonna add another 5. So you're gonna have 10 intelligence as a requirement, and so on and so on. So basically, however many support skill gems you are adding to your skill list, the requirements are going up and up on attributes. You need 5 strength for red support gems, you need 5 agility for green support gems, and 5 intelligence for blue support gems. With this, all of that is going away, which means that you can focus on one attribute and also maybe have something like, a dexterity stacker or int stacker, I don't know, whatever, is gonna be the best for your build. So yeah, this feels to me like an attribute stacker with all kinds of different supports to get your maximum resistance. You're getting an incredible defensive layer out of that, of course, and yeah, it just feels very good. We don't have a lot of almost any information right now about what the quality on the skill gem does right now, but from what Jonathan has said in a couple of interviews is that they're changing the things that the quality actually gives to your skill gems. So this might also be very important, and you can maybe extract a lot of value out of some skill gems that you usually don't pay that much attention. We also need to see if we have any uniques that give you extra quality on your skill gems, stuff like that, like we have in PoE 1. So yeah, a lot of capabilities, but I definitely wouldn't say that this is league starter material. I don't think it's early game material. This is a late game ascendancy, in my opinion. Like this could be, let's say, the big build of your league that you are aiming for, right? Something like that. At least that's how I view it. It is a very interesting design. Yeah, it is definitely a very interesting design. Yeah, 32% quality gems, and this is what I'm saying. Like, if we have uniques, like if we have the amulet that I don't think those uniques from the pinnacle boss that we have in PoE 1 right now, they're gonna be in PoE 2, but eventually they'll come, right? Yeah, we're not gonna have extra uniques for quality right now, probably, most likely, but they're gonna come. And when those come, this Ascendancy is gonna become nuts. Like getting like 40-50% quality for your skill gems. Some skill gems, they're gonna have good things that they're getting from the quality, right? So yeah, definitely, and I want to see what other things it's gonna have, right? Because we only have the 4 points here. We probably gonna have some really good things here. Okay, Invoker Ascendancy. This is for the Monk. Adds Scatterment to the Winds, grant skill elemental expression, trigger elemental expression on melee critical hit. So something like with the Sork Ascendancy that we are getting on the Stormweaver with the Elemental Storm, we are getting something similar with melee critical hit. I am the Blizzard, indeed. Gain 10% of damage as extra cold, and on freezing enemies create sealed ground. I've talked about this. This is a very nice mapping effect that I think it's gonna be pretty powerful in general. Yeah, the damage as extra damage is always very nice, and you can do some different kind of elements here, because I'm the Thunder. You are getting 10% of your damage extra lightning, and you're getting 25% chance on shocking enemies to create shocked ground. Again, these are very nice effects, and also something that we don't really have a lot in PoE 1 as well. So yeah, if those the chilled ground and the shocked ground are a lot different, maybe even better in PoE 2, these are fantastic for mapping in general. They're good for bossing, don't get me wrong, but especially for mapping, absolutely fantastic. NSR Raids, Grand Skill, Unbound Avatar, and Faith is a choice, Grand Skill, Meditate. I don't think we have information about those two, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't think we have information about those two. Definitely an interesting ascendancy for the Monk. The Monk looks really nice. Monk looks really good. I have a feeling that Monk is probably gonna be a really cool mapper. I am not sure about their bossing and single target capabilities, but we're gonna have to find out. Yeah, just a little bit of a gut feeling there. Yeah, definitely high on the list to try. The thing about the Monk is that a lot of the skills that you want to be using, they're combo skills, so you need to get used to that kind of playstyle first of all. And most importantly about the Monk is that it's very squeezy character, especially early on. So going through the campaign with the Monk for the first time is not an easy feat, right? It's not an easy feat. It might be a little bit easier with the changes that they made. You're getting more currency right now, so you might be able to get a little bit better gear. But I can tell you from the beta, everyone that has started with Monk was, oh my god, they were not happy. They were not happy, man. So yeah, it is a squeezy class, and that's still the case. Even Jonathan has said so. So yeah, we're gonna have to see. They've shown quite a bit of gameplay with the Monk, and you could see that he was getting chunked on from white monsters on some maps and stuff like that. So yeah, kind of it kind of feels like a little bit of a glass cannon kind of class right now. Of course, you're gonna have things to do to make them a little bit tankier. But yeah, I have a feeling that the Monk, the strongest part of the Monk is just freezing everything around you, and yeah. I mean, it used to be right for the Shadow, but right now, man, Shadow and Trickster. Trickster is probably the tankiest ascendancy that we have in PoE 1, so it's not the case anymore. Raids are the best? not a big fan of the Ranger right now myself. I really like the Ranger in general, like the range attack, stuff like that. But I'm not a huge fan of the Ranger right now. I played a little bit on the beta. Super squeezy, at least early on. Like maybe later down the line, it's gonna be a lot better for sure. But early on, very squeezy in general. I was not satisfied with the Ranger that much myself. Again, a lot of things have changed since since August that we had the closed beta. But I don't know. And also Ranger, probably the less interesting Ascendancies right now. I mean, Deadeye, we know Deadeye from PoE 1 for a long time, and it doesn't seem that it's getting a lot of new things as well, right? I think Ranger definitely gonna be a cool, interesting class for a mapper, 100% as per usual. But yeah, I don't think I can recommend Ranger as a league starter myself because again, you do need a decent capability of killing bosses, and I don't think Ranger is gonna be there, at least not at the start. But yeah, definitely gonna play some Ranger and do some mapping builds with it as well. I think it's gonna be really cool. I wanna see if we can do some funky things with the Ranger as well. Depending on what kind of new skills we are getting and stuff like that. So yeah. Okay, Acolyte of Chayula Ascendancy, the best name of any Ascendancy for sure. For sure. Embrace the darkness. Remove all spirit. Base maximum darkness is 100. For each life orange shield lost damage, reserve 1 darkness instead if possible. Darkness reservation lasts for 10 seconds. Plus 5 to maximum darkness per level. This is extremely interesting. So by removing all spirit, can you not use your darkness for any auras? Like this is just no auras build. That's very interesting. We kind of had a similar mechanic in PoE 1 at some point. But yeah, that feels like it might be the Ascendancy for a more tanky monk with this kind of thing, like plus 5 to maximum darkness per level means like 600 maximum darkness in general. So yeah. Like we have, I can't remember what is the thing we have in. Oh yeah, it's a jewel, man. It's a jewel. It's a unique jewel. We have the thing that when you're getting hit in PoE 1, the jewel that is basically reserving your life for a duration. It's kind of this effect, right? So yeah, you're getting damage. It reserves instead of doing damage to your energy shield or life, like you are reserving your darkness, and after a few seconds, you once again have the darkness available to you. So yeah. Each instant also has their own, duration, their own timer. Grasp of the Void gain 1% of damage extra chaos damage per 20 unreserved darkness. So yeah, that's a very cool thing. I want to see if we can actually get some skills that can take full advantage of this. Right now, you can't really convert your damage, from physical or whatever into chaos. There are a few effects that allow you to do those, but they're kind of limited, right? So if we can do that with a monk, that would be fantastic and a very interesting concept of a build. Just do chaos damage, hits. Not. I mean, you could do poison. To be fair, you could do poison. Yeah, definitely an option. Revenus Knights Mana Leech is instant. This is a very powerful effect, of course. You can basically use. You can go for a build that is very heavy on mana, and with mana leads being instant, you are not you're basically solving all your mana issues straight up as long as you can actually lead. I do believe we have some rare monster modifiers that actually reducing your leads capabilities by a significant amount. So yeah, we're gonna have to see what kind of interaction we're gonna be getting there. Consuming questions, you cannot recharge energy shield. Mana leads effects also recover energy shield. Now we are cooking. Now we are cooking. Now this is a good combination. This is a good combination, man. I do like this. I do like this. You maybe could even do like a CI build with this type of thing. Maybe a possibility for the monk. The yes leads lets you protect your darkness. Is it? Hmm. For its life or energy shield lost to damage. No. No, it's not gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna allow you to do that. No. I think this is a build that you would like to have, very high evasion and stuff like that, so that you don't get hit very often, right? So basically, any defensive layer that allows you to avoid damage in general, and take advantage of your darkness as extra chaos damage. And I don't know if CI is gonna be in the mix, maybe, but like the thing is, even if you don't, if you are not CI and you can actually be hybrid with this Chayula's gift plus 10 to maximum chaos res and your chaos resistance is doubled. So yeah, that is actually pretty damn insane. 85 max chaos res with your chaos resistance being doubled. That means that you can very easily kinda basically reach 90% chaos res, right? If you have anything, if we have any other sort of maximum chaos resistance, either from unique items, from items in general, or from the passive tree, it's gonna be very easy. So this may be not a CI build, but maybe a very good hybrid build. Where are my timeless jewels? We need timeless jewels for this build. I'm already cooking on my head, but I need my timeless jewel. I need Dorianis, man. Grant skill into the bridge. We have no freaking idea what the hell that is, but yeah. Alright, that's the information of the Ascendancies. Honestly, like the Monk Ascendancies, they look really damn interesting so far. The Mercenary Ascendancies, again, I do feel like Mercenary is gonna be probably a little bit overtuned. So if you're looking for a very strong league starter, I would say that Mercenary is probably gonna be it. Cluster grenades, cluster bombs, whatever you wanna call them, seems like one of the strongest skills in PoE 2 right now. The Witch Hunter Ascendancy is very, very strong as well. So yeah, I have a feeling Mercenary is gonna be a little bit overtuned. Gonna have to find out. Ranger in general, I would say probably the most, in quotes, boring class with the two ascents that we have right now so far. I don't know. Pathfinder could be interesting if the concoction skills are fairly strong and you can make them work. If those are good, maybe that's gonna rejuvenate in Pathfinder a little bit. But Pathfinder has very, very different faction in Path of Exile 1, and it's extremely strong with all the bonuses that you can get from your flasks and for the flask in general. But that's not gonna be the case for PoE 2 we don't have flasks anymore. I mean, we have the charms, which they act a similar way, but you know, it's a lot different. And we also can only have 3 utility charms. We are kind of locked in with 1 life flask and 1 mana flask. That means that even if Pathfinder, you know, had the same capabilities as in PoE 1, the effectiveness would already be a lot lower, no matter what, right? So yeah. For the Witch, Infernalist, and Blood Mage, they both look nice. The Infernalist definitely feels like it's gonna be a really cool minion ascendancy in general. The mitigation that you're getting from the Infernal Hound, definitely something that I absolutely love for any minion build. I'm not sure if the Infernal Flame is gonna be good or the Demon Form, but yeah, we don't have a lot of information about the Demon Form right now, and what it gives you, we do know that it's gonna be giving you some bonuses for yourself and for your minions as well. So yeah, you might be able to do like a Witch Infernalist, like you know, just a spellcaster, or a minion type of build as well. I would really like to see the other Ascendancy points on Infernalist, man. Honestly, I would really like to see the other Ascendancy points on Infernalist. Blood Mage. Blood Mage feels that it's gonna be a stronger Ascendancy in general for the Witch. I think it's gonna be a stronger Ascendancy in general. It's once again like the Gemling Legionnaire from the Mercenary. I do kind of feel like this is gonna be an Ascendancy that is a little bit more end game instead of early game, in my opinion. But we're gonna have to see. It could be a good league starter nonetheless, though. Just very good end game capabilities. Sork, which is probably what's gonna be my league starter right now. Stormweaver, just a straight up caster. This is very similar. Probably it's gonna be a lot more similar to the Elementalist that we have right now for Witch in PoE 1. Chronomancer is really fucking cool, and I will definitely make a Chronomancer at some point so that we can freeze mobs in time. This is gonna be really fun to play for sure. I'm not sure how strong it can be because, you know, as much as we praise time freeze and stuff like that, I don't know how strong actually the Ascendancy is gonna be for everything else, right? So yeah, Chronomancer definitely gonna be one of the best Ascendancies for group play, though. I do believe that time freeze is gonna be really strong in group play, so maybe this goes for a little bit more of a supporting Ascendancy. I don't know. Yeah, definitely love the Stormweaver already from what I've seen, and I'm hoping we get some really cool things on it as well. Warrior feels that it's going to be a very strong class in general. I think it's gonna be both Ascendancies are gonna be good. I'm not sure about Warbringer. It really depends if the totems, you know, and the ancestral words and stuff like that that we are getting are gonna be good. If the war cries are good, then yeah, definitely gonna be nice. Especially for mapping with the exploding on the war cry here that we're gonna be getting. And Kestin Jade, though, very good defensive skill, like a guard skill for bossing as well. So yeah, I've talked about this a little bit before, like with the totem playstyle, with the ancestral words and stuff like that. It might be a very nice bosser early on, especially until we learn the boss abilities, what we need to dodge, how we need to play and stuff like that, because it's gonna be a little bit more safe than other Ascendancies, right? To play, you just put your totem and you focus on your dodging capabilities, you know, pressing your jade and stuff like that. So yeah, it kind of spells to me like a very nice early bosser. I'm hoping that it's not gonna be a ZDPS thing with the totems, and we're gonna get something good. But yeah, I do believe that warrior in general is gonna be a very very strong class for the early access at least.